Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of rare and historic Lincoln wheat cents. These small 1-cent coins may look ordinary, but some carry incredible history, hidden varieties, and surprising collector value. From the early 1940s to the 1950s, these pennies witnessed some of the most important moments in American history. Could one of these coins be hiding in your collection right now? Stay with us until the end as we explore the stories, features, rarity, and potential value of these amazing Lincoln wheat cents. You might discover that a simple penny is worth far more than its face value. The 1952 D Lincoln wheat cent is one of the classic American 1-cent coins from the popular Lincoln wheat cent series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. The D mint mark on the coin indicates that it was produced at the Denver Mint in Colorado. On the obverse front of the coin, you will find the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln facing right, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's portrait appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," while the word liberty is positioned to the left of the portrait. The date 1952 appears to the right, accompanied by the small D mint mark beneath the date. This design had already become one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history by the early 1950s, reflecting the nation's respect for Lincoln's leadership and legacy. The year 1952 was an important period in American history. The United States was experiencing post-World War II economic growth, and everyday commerce relied heavily on pennies for transactions. Millions of Lincoln cents circulated through stores, banks, and households across the country. The Denver Mint played a major role in producing enough coins to meet the growing demand of a booming economy. During this era, the penny remained an essential part of daily life, often used in vending machines, public transportation systems, and routine purchases. The 1952 D Lincoln cent therefore represents not only a piece of numismatic history, but also a snapshot of American society during the early Cold War period. The composition of the 1952 D Lincoln wheat cent consists primarily of copper. Specifically, the coin was struck from an alloy containing 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This composition gives the coin its distinctive reddish-brown appearance when preserved in original condition. Over time, exposure to air, moisture, and handling causes many examples to develop brown or chocolate-colored surfaces. Collectors often categorize these cents into 3 color designations: red Rhode, red-brown RB, and brown BN. Fully red specimens are generally the most desirable because they retain much of their original mint luster and brilliance. The reverse side of the 1952 D wheat cent features 2 wheat stalks framing the inscriptions. Across the top is United States of America, while the Latin phrase E pluribus unum appears above. At the center is a denomination 1 cent. The wheat ears symbolize America's agricultural strength and prosperity, making this design one of the most beloved coin reverses ever produced by the United States Mint. For nearly half a century, Americans carried these wheat cents in their pockets, making them familiar and cherished part of everyday life. Production figures for the 1952 D Lincoln wheat cent were substantial. The Denver Mint struck over 746 million examples, ensuring that the coin became widely available throughout circulation. Because of this large mintage, the coin is generally considered common in lower circulated grades. However, finding examples with strong strikes, full original mint red color, and minimal contact marks can be significantly more challenging. Collectors assembling high-grade Lincoln cent sets often seek premium quality examples that display exceptional preservation and eye appeal. One fascinating aspect of the 1952 D Lincoln cent is the variety of conditions in which it can be found today. Coins that circulated heavily may show significant wear on Lincoln's hair, cheek, and coat, while the wheat stalks on the reverse may appear flattened. In contrast, mint state examples display sharp details and original luster. Professional grading services evaluate these coins using a numerical scale ranging from 1 to 70. Coins graded MS-63, MS-64, MS-65, and higher are particularly sought after by collectors who appreciate superior quality examples from the wheat cent series. Collectors often search for interesting errors and varieties associated with the 1952 D wheat cent. Although no major variety rivals some of the famous double dies of other years, minor repunch mint marks, die cracks, die chips, and off-center strikes can occasionally be discovered. Such mint errors attract attention because they provide insight into the coin production process. Error coins often command premiums depending on the type, rarity, and visual appeal of the mistake. Careful examination under magnification may reveal unusual characteristics that increase collector interest. The value of a 1952 D Lincoln wheat cent depends greatly on its condition and color designation. Circulated examples are generally affordable and popular among beginning collectors. Coins with minimal wear and attractive surfaces can bring higher prices, while mint state red examples may be worth significantly more. The finest known specimens certified by professional grading services can command substantial premiums because of their rarity and top condition. Collectors are particularly interested in coins with vibrant original color, strong strikes, and minimal spotting or discoloration. The Lincoln Wheat Cent series remains one of the most widely collected coin series in the United States. Many collectors begin their numismatic journey by searching through old jars, rolls, and collections for wheat cents. The 1952 D serves as an accessible and historically meaningful addition to these collections. Its connection to the final decade of the wheat cent design and its representation of post-war America make it especially appealing. For many enthusiasts, owning a 1952 D wheat cent is a way to hold a tangible piece of American history in their hands. The 1949 Lincoln wheat cent is one of the most recognizable and widely collected 1-cent coins in American numismatic history. Struck by the United States Mint, this coin belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat Penny series that was produced from 1909 through 1958. The obverse features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," while liberty is displayed to the left and the date 1949 appears to the right. The Lincoln cent was the first regular United States coin to feature the image of a real historical person, making it a groundbreaking issue when it was first introduced in 1909. By 1949, the coin had already become an essential part of everyday American commerce and was familiar to millions of citizens across the country. The year 1949 was an important period in American history. The nation was continuing its transition from the hardships of World War II into an era of economic growth and prosperity. Industries were expanding, new technologies were emerging, and consumer spending was increasing. During this time, Lincoln wheat cents circulated heavily through stores, banks, schools, and businesses. Every penny carried with it a small piece of American history, passing through countless hands as people purchased goods and services. The 1949 cent reflect the optimism and economic strength that characterized the United States during the late 1940s and early 1950s. The reverse of the 1949 Lincoln wheat penny displays the classic wheat ear design that gave the coin its popular nickname. Two stylized wheat stalks appear on either side of the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, while the motto E pluribus unum is positioned along the upper rim. The wheat ears symbolize agricultural abundance and prosperity, themes that were highly valued in American society during the early 20th century. This reverse design remained largely unchanged throughout the wheat cent series and became one of the most beloved coin designs in American numismatic history. Many collectors appreciate the simplicity and elegance of the wheat ear motif, which evokes nostalgia for an earlier era of American coinage. The 1949 Lincoln cent were produced at multiple mint facilities. Coins without a mint mark were struck at Philadelphia Mint, while coins with a D mint mark were struck at the Denver Mint, and those bearing an S mint mark originated from the San Francisco Mint. Each mint produced substantial quantities of cents to meet the nation's demand for small change. Although the Philadelphia issue is generally the most common, all three mint varieties remain popular among collectors who seek complete dated mint mark sets of Lincoln wheat pennies. The composition of the 1949 Lincoln wheat penny consists of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving the coin its characteristic reddish appearance when newly minted. The coin weighs 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Because copper is highly reactive to environmental conditions, surviving examples display a wide range of colors. Collectors classify these colors as red, rhode, red-brown, RB, or brown, BN. Fully red examples that retain their original mint color are especially desirable because relatively few coins survive in such pristine condition after decades of circulation and storage. Collectors carefully examine the condition of a 1949 Lincoln wheat penny when determining its value. Important areas include Lincoln's hair, cheek, jawline, and coat, as well as the sharpness of the wheat lines on the reverse. Circulated examples often exhibit wear on these high points, while uncirculated coins retain their original details and mint luster. High-grade specimens certified by professional grading services can command significantly higher premiums than ordinary circulated pieces. The presence of attractive toning, strong luster, and minimal contact marks can further enhance a coin's desirability among advanced collectors. Another fascinating aspect of the 1949 Lincoln cent is the possibility of mint errors and die varieties. Numismatists often search for doubled dies, die cracks, off-center strikes, clip planches, and repunched mint marks. Although major errors are relatively scarce, unusual examples can attract considerable interest and sell for substantial premiums. Error coins provide a unique glimpse into the minting process and demonstrate how small production anomalies can transform an ordinary coin into a highly sought-after collectible. Today, the 1949 Lincoln wheat penny remains one of the most popular coins among collectors worldwide. Its combination of historical significance, classic design, affordability, and connection to one of America's most respected presidents ensures its enduring appeal. Whether found in an old coin jar, inherited collection, or purchased from a coin dealer, the 1949 Lincoln wheat cent represents far more than a simple 1-cent piece. It serves as a lasting reminder of post-war America, the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, and the rich history of United States coinage. For many collectors, it is a treasured artifact that links the present to a remarkable chapter in American history and numismatic tradition. The 1948 Lincoln wheat cent is a historic United States 1-cent coin that forms part of the famous Lincoln wheat penny series, one of the most beloved coin collections in American numismatics. Issued by the United States Mint, the coin features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. The design was created by Victor David Brenner and had already been in circulation for nearly 4 decades by 1948. The obverse displays the inscriptions "In God We Trust" above Lincoln's head, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1948 to the right. Lincoln's portrait was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of his birth, making it the first regular United States circulating coin to depict an actual historical figure rather than a symbolic representation of liberty. The year 1948 was an important time in American history. The United States was experiencing major social and economic changes following the conclusion of World War II. Industries that had supported wartime production were transitioning to peacetime manufacturing, and economic growth was accelerating throughout the country. Millions of Americans used Lincoln cents daily for purchases, transportation, and other routine transactions. As a result, the 1948 Lincoln wheat cent became an integral part of everyday life. Although it was worth only 1 cent, the coin represented the strength of the American economy and the growing prosperity enjoyed by many citizens during the late 1940s. The reverse side of the 1948 Lincoln wheat penny features the classic wheated design that made the series famous among collectors. 2 wheat stalks frame the central inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, while the national motto E Pluribus Unum appears at the top. The wheat ears symbolize agricultural abundance and national prosperity. This simple yet elegant design remained in use until 1958, after which it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse. Many collectors consider the wheat cent reverse one of the most iconic designs ever used on American coinage because of its clean appearance and strong connection to the nation's agricultural heritage. The 1948 Lincoln cent was struck at 3 different mint facilities. Coins without a mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Coins bearing a D mint mark were struck at the Denver Mint, while those with an S mint mark were minted at the San Francisco Mint. Collectors often seek examples from all 3 mints in order to complete a full set of Lincoln wheat pennies. While these coins are generally available, higher-grade specimens with excellent preservation are significantly more difficult to locate and are therefore more valuable. The 1948 Lincoln wheat penny was struck using an alloy consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Each coin weighs 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. When freshly minted, the coins displayed a bright red copper color. Over time, exposure to air and environmental conditions caused many examples to tone and darken, creating red-brown or brown surfaces. Numismatists classify copper coins according to their color designation. Fully red examples are the most desirable because they retain most of their original mint appearance. Red-brown examples show a mixture of original color and toning, while brown examples have toned almost completely. These color classifications play an important role in determining a coin's value. Condition is one of the most important factors affecting the desirability of a 1948 Lincoln wheat cent. Collectors carefully inspect Lincoln's hair, ear, cheek, and jawline, as well as the details of the wheat stalks on the reverse. Coins that circulated extensively often display wear on these high points. Uncirculated examples retain their original details, mint luster, and surface quality. High-grade specimens certified by professional grading services are especially sought after because they are relatively scarce compared to ordinary circulated examples. Even though millions of 1948 cents were produced, only a small percentage survive today in pristine condition. Another area of interest among collectors is the search for mint errors and die varieties. Some 1948 Lincoln cents exhibit die cracks, off-center strikes, clip planches, lamination errors, or other unusual characteristics resulting from the minting process. These errors can dramatically increase a coin's appeal and value. Error collectors enjoy studying such pieces because they provide insight into how coins were manufactured and how production mistakes occasionally occurred despite strict quality controls at the mint. Significant errors from the 1948 issue can command impressive premiums in the collector market. Today, the 1948 Lincoln wheat penny remains a favorite among both beginner and advanced coin collectors. Its connection to American history, classic design, and affordability make it an attractive addition to virtually any collection. The coin serves as a reminder of post-war America, a period marked by optimism, economic expansion, and national growth. Whether discovered in an old coin jar, inherited from a family member, or purchased from a dealer, the 1948 Lincoln wheat cent continues to captivate collectors around the world. More than 7 decades after it was minted, this humble 1-cent coin remains an enduring symbol of American heritage and one of the most recognizable coins in United States numismatic history. The 1945 Lincoln wheat cent is one of the most historically significant 1-cent coins in American numismatics because it was minted during the final year of World War II. Produced by the United States Mint, this coin belongs to the famous Lincoln wheat penny series that circulated from 1909 through 1958. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's portrait appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," while the word liberty is displayed on the left side and the date 1945 appears on the right. By 1945, the Lincoln cent had already become one of the most recognizable coins in American commerce and was used daily by millions of people throughout the country. The year 1945 was a turning point in world history. It marked the end of World War II, one of the most significant conflicts ever fought. American soldiers were serving across Europe and the Pacific, and the nation's industries were operating at full capacity to support the war effort. Coins produced during this period are especially meaningful because they circulated during a time of enormous sacrifice, determination, and national unity. The 1945 Lincoln wheat cent serves as a small but powerful reminder of this historic era. Every coin minted in 1945 witnessed a period of dramatic change as the world moved from war toward peace and reconstruction. The reverse side of the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny features the classic wheat ear design. 2 wheat stalks surround the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, while the motto E pluribus unum appears at the top. This reverse design symbolized America's agricultural strength and prosperity. For decades, the wheat ears became a defining feature of the Lincoln cent series and helped establish the coin as one of the most beloved issues in United States coinage. Even today, collectors admire the elegant simplicity of the wheat penny design and its connection to America's farming heritage. The 1945 Lincoln cent was struck at 3 different mint facilities. Coins without a mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Coins bearing a D mint mark were struck at the Denver Mint, while those carrying an S mint mark were minted at the San Francisco Mint. Each mint produced millions of coins to satisfy the nation's demand for circulating currency. Although these coins are generally common in lower grades today, high-quality examples remain highly desirable among collectors, particularly those with original mint luster and strong details. The composition of the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny returned to the traditional bronze alloy used before the wartime steel cents of 1943. The coin contains 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It weighs 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Because copper was once again available for coin production as wartime material shortages eased, the 1945 cent displays a familiar reddish-brown appearance that collectors associate with classic wheat pennies. Freshly struck examples exhibited a bright red color, although most surviving specimens have toned to red-brown or brown shades over the decades. Collectors evaluate the 1945 Lincoln cent based on several factors, including strike quality, surface preservation, luster, and color. Particular attention is paid to Lincoln's hair, cheek, jawline, and coat details, as well as the sharpness of the wheat stalks on the reverse. Coins that circulated heavily often show significant wear, while uncirculated examples retain crisp details and original mint surfaces. Professional grading services assign numerical grades that help determine a coin's value. High-grade red specimens are especially sought after because relatively few have survived in pristine condition since 1945. Another fascinating aspect of the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny is the possibility of discovering mint errors and die varieties. Collectors search for doubled dies, die cracks, off-center strikes, clip planches, and other unusual minting anomalies. While most 1945 cents are normal circulation strikes, rare error coins can command substantial premiums. Such pieces provide insight into the manufacturing process and add an extra layer of excitement for collectors who enjoy examining old coins for unusual characteristics. The historical significance of the 1945 Lincoln wheat cent extends far beyond its monetary value. It represents a nation emerging from the challenges of global conflict and entering a new era of prosperity. Millions of these pennies pass through the hands of soldiers, factory workers, farmers, and families during one of the most important years in modern history. Today, collectors value the coin not only for its numismatic appeal, but also for the story it tells about America during the closing months of World War II. More than 80 years after it was minted, the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny remains one of the most collected and admired coins in the United States. Its connection to Abraham Lincoln, its iconic wheat-ear design, and its association with a pivotal moment in world history make it a treasured collectible. Whether found in an old family collection, a coin album, or a dealer's inventory, the 1945 Lincoln wheat cent continues to capture the imagination collectors around the world and stands as a lasting symbol of American history and numismatic heritage.